Yo, what's going on? It's FrostConner, and welcome to the Untimely End of BM Exosphere. So originally the plan was to have this big grand episode 10, and then announce that I would be stepping away from BM Exosphere for at least a little while. I've been having a lot of fun on Prominence, and I really wanted to shift my focus towards that for a little while. That wasn't to say that this series was over or anything. I was just gonna divert attention for a little bit and do something else. But again, there was supposed to be a grand episode 10 to come with it. That episode was supposed to include us building that beast of a tavern. Might as well show you it real quick. So you walk inside, we have some tables, some chairs, right? You can sit. That's the bartender. He mans the taps. We don't have anything to give him, so here, you can have this stick. We're robbing the joint, Bart. It's okay. And then you had this upstairs with seating up here as well. And then the hanging lights that I really liked. I think that the hanging lights are super cool. But like I was saying, you know, this wasn't it. There was supposed to also be a Twilight Forest boss rush that went with the building of this tavern, right? Because I recognized that the building of the tavern was probably going to be pretty boring, which it is. But as you can see by these achievements here, we have completed the Twilight Forest. So, what's the big idea? What happened? As I recently posted in a community note, like an hour or so ago, I forgot to hit record on the boss rush stream. So I was instead going to just use the stream VOD. I can just download the stream VOD and cut it up and piece it together. It'd work. But unfortunately, it won't work because the audio of that stream is terrible. For some reason, all of the in-game audio is duplicated. So if I were to swing my sword like this, or my axe like this, you would hear it twice. If I open a door, you hear it twice, right? Not only then, it's super loud, and because it's just a stream VOD, it's only got one audio track. It doesn't have multiple tracks, like when I'm recording, like I am right now. So I have no way of turning the game audio down, and I have no way of turning me up. And so it's over. You know what? Here's a clip of it, just so you can really understand the problem. If I can take down the warden, I can take down you. Hit the button. And while some of you will probably view that as fine, I refuse to put a video of that quality out, right? So instead, I decided to just cut the boss rush part. We don't really need it. I can direct people to the VOD if they really want to watch it, and I'll just do the tavern video. But as I said earlier, it was just really, really, really boring. Like, it was just a lot of building and me talking to chat. And while that's real fun for a live stream, it doesn't really work for a video. And while I'm proud of what we built here, I'm a little upset that it's never going to be properly finished. We may come back in the future, and that's not to say that this is completely over, but the whole situation with the stream VOD and the boss rush is really demotivating. I can't even lie. So I'm not positive if I will. I'm not going to make the promise of, oh, this will come back, don't worry, because I don't know if it will. I mean, first things first, a massive thank you to everyone that stopped by at all and watched any of the episodes of BM Exosphere. It was a load of fun to explore. It was a load of fun to build and do all sorts of different things, but unfortunately, I think it's time for it to come to an end. I know the series was short. It was a lot shorter than I initially planned on it being, but you know, that's just the way that the cookie crumbles. I'm disappointed in myself for not being able to put out a better, more finished series, but I mean, unfortunately, I just have to look forward and keep trying to improve. That being said, to those that want more FrostConner, to those that just want to keep watching videos, they'll still come out. And in fact, I'm looking to increase my frequency to 2 videos a week. I'm going to start doing mod showcases on Monday, and then whatever the mod pack series is on Friday. Currently, it's Prominence, and Prominence is a load of fun. Prominence is a super cool mod pack so far. So if you want more FrostConner, just subscribe. The content's not stopping. BM Exosphere is stopping. And that's not even to say that it is stopping permanently. As I said earlier, it really could come back, right? I could have a BM Exosphere itch and you could see a return video in the future. I'm not going to promise it because I don't want to make any hollow promises, but it's not impossible. If that does happen though, I'll try and make it like a big long movie-like video, like when a show ends, but they're not done, so they release a movie. Like maybe we'll do that. Just going forward, if we ever return to BM Exosphere, each episode will be a really long, like hour and a half, 2 hour supercut version of like a really long play session. But yeah, I think I'm about done. Like, yes, we've got some quests that we can still do, right? We're not done with quests, but a lot of the meat seems to be in this tech stuff, in which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of tech mods. That's nothing against BM Exosphere or anything like that, but I prefer mods like Create, where you physically do everything. You put the gears and you're given a bunch of pieces. The machinery's up to you, right? For this, it's a lot of crafting. It's a lot of making materials. It's a lot of getting materials, and that's just not my type of thing. That's just not my cup of tea. So the brute of the content that's left to explore all lies in this, and I'm not sure that I will enjoy it. So I'm looking out for myself and my own personal interests, and then there's also the unfortunate case of the series kind of falling apart. But oh well, things happen, things go wrong. Yeah, I think it unfortunately has to come to an end. With all of that being said though, I think I'll also probably stop streaming. There's nothing against anybody that tuned in or anything like that, but it's just that I don't think streaming's for me. I really don't. Especially not in my current scenario. I have to commute to my PC. It's not just a matter of, oh, I wake up, I hop on my PC, I stream. Right? My PC currently lives at home, and I live on campus. It's like, it's not a far commute. It's not a far commute at all, but it's just super tight. I have a class at 9 in the morning, right? So I'll go to my class at 9, that ends at around 9:50, and then I have to get in my car and come home and start streaming, and then go for 3 hours, and then I have another class at 2. It's too tight. It's too much for me in my current state. Similar to BM Exosphere though, that's not to say that I will never return to streaming. Whenever I get either a looser schedule or a more fleshed out place, streaming will probably return. But until then, it just doesn't work in my current schedule. I gave it a shot, it just doesn't work. But regardless of all of that, it's been fun. BM Exosphere was a great mod pack in my opinion. It was a load of fun, and I appreciate everyone for stopping by. I think it's gotta be over. I can't milk it any longer mentally. So I guess I'll see you Monday when we start our mod showcase series.